What y'all talking about?
Talking about me when I lived out here.
You used to live out here?
Right here?
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What, you gonna be a sergeant?
I'm already a sergeant.
Oh, yeah? What's your name?
Eddie Torrance. My mother upbringing me. What are you guys doing? With my mother bringing me up, she kept me on a straight path. You got a bicycle, feel free to go out and ride. You don't have to stay around here if you don't want to. So that's what I did. I didn't really stay out here all the time. I got on my bicycle and rode around. My mom was attending school when we were down there. She had a plan. She wasn't going to stay there. She wanted to get out of there. Even as a young guy, I watched her and obviously looked up to her. And when she told me that she was getting her education so she could move on, even in dire straits like we were, it made me feel that if she could do it, anybody can do it. She had 4 children by herself. She was still strong enough to go to school, provide what she could for us, and make a base for where I could learn from. When I went away to school, I wanted to bring my education back home, and you always hear that, yeah, that's what people say. You want to bring your education back home. Well, I did. I brought it right back down to Fairgrounds.
I'm proud of the route he took because he's giving himself back to Rockford. And everybody knows him, so, they can't get away from him. He know where you live at. He know your mama. He know your daddy. He know. But I got a picture this big on my wall. And every time somebody comes, is that your son? Yes. He is my guardian angel. He is.
I've got children now. I'm married, and I just want the kids to be able to make their own decisions, be themselves, get out and live. And then as they steer to the wrong direction, I want to be like my mom and say, hey, let me bring you back here, and then we'll start over from this point because everything else you were doing were fine. So let's come back here, and then we'll let you roll out and do what you need to do, and I'll keep an eye on you. It makes me feel great to be a police officer because it was something I always wanted to do. My great-grandmother was able to pin my badge on me. I did it for her. I did it for her. And now that I am a police officer, I can do it for others. It's hard to move on from coming from nowhere to go against what everybody else does and tells you to do. And I stayed on the straight and narrow path that my mom had set up for me. I went away to school and came back, and I brought that education back home.
The quality housing is the easy component to provide. The housing's there. The management is easy to provide because we have the people. It's getting to our residents and providing them the path to be successful and sufficient that we need to bring back. And that's the focus of where we're going, is to bring that path back and bring our people back to do that.
If I didn't have public housing, I don't know where I would be today. They provided me an escape where I could work, go to school, basically go to school first, and then go further.
She is one of the examples of a strong person, a strong woman who wants to make an improvement in her life and has the motivation to do it. A lot of people have the motivation to drive and they're just not sure what path to go down. She obviously found the path and was helped to that path, and it's made a huge difference.
There's people that come out of here that are actually diamonds in the rough. It's an important thing for them to believe that education can get them moving along. And every time I see a young guy out there or a young girl out there that says, hey, you don't know how it is for a young black person to be down here in Fairgrounds, I can tell them opposite. I was there. I was there.